I love it when it does this and all you can hear is the testify. It's my favorite. Hold on. There we go. Sorry. Thank you, Spencer Bushby, for the follow, though I really appreciate it. Sorry about that.
Stop, not Steve. Oh, hi.
Yippee!
Hello.
Yippee! Okay.
Oh,
Testify. Yeah.
It keeps testifying. Help. Hold on.
Oh god.
testify.
It wanted me to switch screens. Just 1 second. I really gotta quickly crop down keys thing. Oh, no, that's
dare
not.
You crop me.
I'm sorry, Key. It has to be done.
Rude.
You're too
I did not
large
consent
on
to
the
that.
screen.
Oh. Damn.
I wanna. Oh, because I was in the. Hold on. There we go. You'll get to see
Have you
Key
tried
just jolt
just
around the
getting
screen.
good?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Key. I love it when you
You're
give me
welcome.
advice.
I'm so good at giving advice.
Yeah.
I'm the
Right.
best.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Ah! Welcome to the Meowlr. The
Meowlr.
Meowlr.
Pandora's every other weekly lore recap.
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe every other
Maybe.
weekly lore recap. We're gonna be
Maybe.
hopefully doing them every other week.
We're gonna have to
Awesome.
like start changing the name to Meowlr. Maybe every other week.
Oh, double M's. Okay. I was like, what? Okay. But, oh my gosh. Yes. Anyway, we are gonna cover as much as we can today in the very first Meowlr. Meowlr. I like saying the name like that.
Hello.
We're gonna try and cover everything that happened in the first 3 seasons we had on Pandora for the most part, for like the first bit, because a lot of people are ill-informed or just don't know anything about that. And then we kind of just have like this tiniest recap of what's going on right now, because to be fair, not too much is happening, but a decent amount is.
In some way.
And then towards
Yeah.
the end, or probably maybe after each season, depends if we have to like questions. We can probably do like a little Q&A and answer questions if we can.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do. Okay.
Maybe.
We'll start with, is everyone ready? Is everyone prepared?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ready.
Y'all in chat? How's everyone in chat? Are y'all ready to have this absolute blast of lore? Because it's...
So much.
And we've made it easy to consume. So... hopefully we should be good.
Nom.
Okay. Sorry, there's a piece of skin on my finger and it's really bugging me. Just give me 1 second. Occupy them quick.
Oh no, you're so valid for that.
Hello, chat.
Bugging me.
Welcome to Meowlr. We have years of lore to cover here.
2.5 years.
Literally.
Okay, I'm back. I got it! Okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
We'll start at season 1, which doesn't have an intro card.
Woohoo.
Just starts here. So basically,
Perfect.
we start off with Capital. But like Capital from Hunger Games, or like Wicked from Maze Runner. Like they're that type of government. Like heavy dystopian, not very good, really bad. So, me, Consular, and Roxy decide to leave. We decide to run away and make a town. A gorgeous town. You see how beautiful that is? She's an icon. She's
So
iconic.
serene.
Whoa, so pretty.
She's so calm. She's so nice. And when we left, we informed people that we were leaving. So we had people join us after a little bit. It wasn't immediate because, you know, they can't just pick up and go immediately. But eventually we had a lot of new people join us. And among those people was this guy. This guy's Binking. He was
raccoon.
the famed raccoon of our SMP.
Oh,
And he was really freaky. No, he was fine. But he had a journal.
did he have rabies?
I'm not sure. I don't think we ever got that confirmed.
Oh.
But yeah.
Oh.
He had a journal because he was I think he was like a soldier at Capital, and he didn't really want people knowing about what he did in Capital, and he had a journal that he didn't want anyone to find. But as things go, someone did find it and it went missing. And Binking really was not happy about that. So he yoinked Roxy and kidnapped Roxy and put them in a cell and hid them and started to try and get Yuki and the others to, you know, do a load of work to get it back because he wanted it back. And in doing this, Yuki made the detective agency. I wish Shikyo was here to rave about this because it was very good. It was very peak. It consisted of me, my wife, Jeff, and Shikyo. They're all very close. They're all, you know, besties. Went through the thick and thin together. This is an original screenshot of the OG string board that we had. That's Broom. That's meant
Love
to be
to see
like
it.
Broom from like, yeah, I don't know how to explain this. It's great. But they did a load of searching. I think some of the OG VODs are out there. And there is VOD of us, like the detective agency being established and stuff like that. But we went and searched some houses and did some stuff. And then I think at the end of the not the last stream that the detective agency did, it was like the peak stream, we went to go to Ben's house to try and find Roxy. And it ended up being a trap. So we got caught in this whole mess of TNT above us. And then Jeff came in and whole mess. Very spooky. But while this was going on, behind the scenes, Kai had been kind of, you know, chatting up Ben like, you should let Roxy go. You should let Roxy go. I think that'd be really cool. That type of thing. And after Ben showed Yuki Roxy and then didn't let her leave with her, she was very upset, but not good. And then they left and defeated. But the next day, Kai came back with Roxy after setting them free. I hope this is all making sense.
Yippee.
I ramble. But, and you may think, oh, Kai's such a good dude for doing that. Oh my, he got your friend out. That's such a nice thing to do. No. It was purely for manipulation. Grade A. Grade A manipulation. I forgot I asked you to add those.
That was really well timed. I was not aware of this.
He was manipulating Roxy. Because of some info that I'll share in a second. But because Roxy got out, Yuki had built a castle and they started moving there, and Yuki was like, oh, you know, we should host a masquerade. This is the OG post for the masquerade at the time. It was so, I love it still to this day. To this day!
Beautiful.
But, yeah. Sounds like a great person. Oh, he's such a great person. But, yeah. He was manipulating Roxy, and something that he wanted to do at the masquerade, in the castle that I built. She's gorgeous. She's based off the one from Snow with the Red Hair, but that's a story for another day. Here's some more visual representation of Kai manipulating Roxy. Oh wait, yeah. So this is the reason behind Kai manipulating Roxy. So he had found out that Yuki, when she was experimented on by Capital, but she was part Ender Dragon. Kai was a scientist from Capital, a pretty big scientist. His father, don't take my word for it, because I can't say Kai's lore completely off the bat, like knowing what it is. Yeah, that makes sense. But his father was really high up there with the science stuff at Capital, so he was training to be a scientist, and he still has that scientist stuff in him. And he saw Yuki being an Ender Dragon. He was like, oh, cool, I want that. So he manipulated Roxy to help kidnap Yuki. There's a visual representation of the kidnapping. Gorgeous. Oh yeah. When Yuki I forgot I did this. When Yuki got kidnapped, please note, Shikyo and Yuki had gotten very close throughout the time where Roxy had been kidnapped. And now that Yuki was kind of running this kingdom, she was kind of like, you know, stuff on her head, like bounty on her head type shit. So she hired Shikyo as a bodyguard. I never put this in here because I don't know why, but yeah, she hired Shikyo as a bodyguard. They were really close. And when Yuki got kidnapped, Shikyo fucked up as a bodyguard and didn't really do shit. He helped, but he got knocked out, so realistically he didn't do anything. But after the kidnapping, he went to Bin, who kidnapped Roxy, which is kind of just weird. Like, why would you go to him for help? Like, kind of weird. And they became besties because Bin was helping him fight and get better as a person. I still don't know why you would go to him. He kidnapped someone. Really weird. But he did that. I guess that helped. But yeah, Kai yoinked Yuki. She was there for a week and she escaped to Sneaky Snitch. By the way, it was a whole 2-hour stream to Sneaky Snitch 8. He did some practical tests, flight and strength and stuff, but she escaped. Look at that. So epic. So epic.
Oh my gosh. You put the memes.
She escaped, and found her bodyguard, obviously, because it's the first person you're gonna go to. And this is where they had the oh hey moment, where she rolled up and he was like, oh hey! Like she hadn't been missing for a week and he had been looking for her. It was great. There are the memes that were made a few years later. Was great. Oh hey is also a massive thing of Pandora. It's like a staple. But yeah. Yeah, that was Shikyo's reaction, and then they kind of made up after. And then this happened. Yuki built the wall, which is still there to this day. And Kai, when he yoinked her, he took string from Barry, which is just a whole nother thing that I can explain another time, and her wedding ring from Emily, her engagement ring. So she killed his dogs and burned his house down, and it was the first ever cinematic. 8. I'm really rambling through this. I think Kai got banished.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yippee!
Sorry, that was a massive ramble. Yeah, anyway, end
Or-
of season 1.
Yeah.
Why is there just this line here? That's not meant to be there.
Oh, well, it is there now. Attention to detail.
Yeah.
Never
Anymore.
existed.
And then over here we have start of season 2. Yay!
Yeah.
We can watch the trailer, but I don't know if y'all want to watch the trailer.
Of course we want to watch the trailer.
Do people in chat want to
How
watch
is
the
that even
trailer?
a question? They don't get a say in this.
Okay, damn, Key. Here, I'll zoom all the way into this. I don't know how high quality this is going to be if it's like a... Oh, wait, I can get it high.
You could what?
Hold on. I can get it high.
Sorry.
Here we
I got
go.
consent to that?
This is such a weird... Oh, why is there this at the top? Oh, shit, hold on. My bad, y'all. There we go. Y'all are gonna just have to put up with the little thing at the top. Thankfully, there's no lyrics, so this means we can talk over it, because it's just music, which is really good.
Perfect.
But this was before I had discovered replay mods, so this is all just spectator or me standing in running water.
Still eats.
Still eats. Can you spot the rock? Are you ready to spot the rock?
Oh, I forgot about that.
There we go. Nope.
Yo.
That was the trailer for season 2. Kind of ate, kind of slayed. Was pretty good. But some of the stuff that we had this with a lot of our trailers. But a lot of the stuff that we had in it did get scrapped. I think the stuff with Jeff and Dubes, they were meant to have this kind of like Emily had gotten the top floor of my business building, but Jeff wanted the top floor. So they started beefing, and then Jeff was gonna get Dubes, a demon, on his side to help him do like the dirty work and stuff, but we kind of scrapped that, and Dubes ended up going with Kai instead. Can't actually remember why, but that happened, yes. But it's still a good trailer nonetheless. But
Yeah.
we have the start of season 2. Many things happened at the start of season 2, but we're gonna start off with Roxy's trial. Because Roxy had a trial for the kidnapping. Kai didn't get one because he was banished, but we kind of wanted to keep Roxy around because, you know, it's Roxy. They had a trial. This is where they revealed that they killed Binking. Binking was dead. R.I.P. Roxy
Oh,
did.
what a shame.
Oh, woe is me. But she did end up getting sent to prison, but was later released. She wasn't in there for too long, because... Wait. Pause. I think I've skipped out a piece of lore here.
Huh.
Because something happened when Roxy was in prison. I don't know if Roxy got killed while she was in prison by Shikyo, or if she killed Shikyo while she was in prison. I think she got killed by Shikyo when she was in prison. Okay, there's some lore. I forgot about that. Anyway, that might have happened. Bonus lore, yeah. Spare at the moment. But that happened. That was like very start. I think the first stream back we had was the court case, which was a very, very good stream. But we also had Yuki and Emily finally had their wedding. They finally got married. Happily married,
Alive.
happily in love. They slay. And there was this whole big wedding for it, and it was very, very cute. Very, very vibes. Sky, can you ban that person?
Already on it.
But they got married. It was a very cute wedding. I can't say so myself, you know, me being Yuki. I love my wife. But yes, they had their marriage underneath the tree that I built at the very first part of the castle, blah blah blah. Doobs joined. He was the demon that was meant to be working with Jeff. Snowdonia was formed when Kai got banished because he couldn't really live where he lived originally because I burnt it down. And it was right next to the castle. It's a bad idea. So he formed Snowdonia. And then him and Doobs started working together because they're besties now. I'll move on to that bit in a second. But additionally in season 2... No! I'm not freeing him. But additionally in season 2, we had the adventure team, which was a group formed of Crow, Ducky, and Broom. Broom was a nymph, so they kind of were, you know, they had a thing for adventuring. There was their tree. Gorgeous tree. Beautiful tree. Take your dose for the 26 months. You're interrupting. Poof! Hi, Poof! Poof's here.
Poof.
Poof. Poof.
Poof.
Poof.
Poof.
You've missed a whole season.
Jeez, Poof.
Jeez, Poof.
Late.
Yeah.
Late.
I just heard the
Shame.
end of the fucking sub thing. I just said the oh.
Shame on Poof.
Poof isn't unreal. Oh, damn. Well, that would have made a noise, okay? Anyway, they made the adventuring team, who later found a nymph hideout, one of the old capital labs, and also found a chunk of Pandora's box in season 3, which I actually haven't noted in season 3. My bad. Anyway, but after I think it was like around the time of the wedding, or slightly after or slightly before, they found the nymph hideout, which is where they found a compass, which led to the lab later. But they decided to host a picnic at this beautiful little nymph tree. It's so pretty and so nice.
Yeah.
And they decided to have a picnic there, as like a little
Nothing bad
celebration.
happens.
Yeah, nothing bad happened. Anyway, on the sideline of that, Kai was helping Doobs kill his dad, because they're besties now, so they get to do that for each other. And then Kai, also being the magical wizard scientist he is, helped create a necklace to suppress Doobs' power. Please note, this is not a screen-accurate necklace. This is just the only necklace that I thought looked good enough. But I think it was white. I think it was like it was a nether star. It was a nether star, I think, as a necklace, because I made the texture. But yeah, we were having that picnic. Anyway, back to this. I'm really jumping around. The picnic. Such a nice time. Such a lovely time. We were having such a nice time. We had like all of this cast here. We had me, my wife, we had Broom, we had Doobs, we had Kai. I don't think we had Crow. We had Roxy, we had Wobble. And it was so nice. And then suddenly, Wobble kind of piped up and was being a bit of an asshole. And then Shigeo also joined him.
Oh.
And then Wobble killed my wife.
Your wife.
No.
My wife.
Wobble killed my wife because they were mad that I, quote-unquote, abandoned them in Capital when I left. And they were so mad that they killed my wife and ruined a lovely picnic, may I add. Fair.
So rude.
Not fair. Very unfair. But yeah, Shigeo really hasn't got a good track record for going with the right people, because now he's suddenly working with Wobble and helped to kill my wife. You're really on a good track record, honey. Don't worry, you'll be back in my arms soon, honey. It's okay. No, I'm being sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic. Anyway, they
I'm
killed my
bad at
wife.
Sarcasm.
Wobble stole her flesh, and then they ran. And I was left with my wife. And it was really scary.
Is that a blobfish?
Yes. I just like the connotation. Leave the blobfish alone.
I had to double check.
But I was left with my poor wife, my dead wife. She was so gorgeous and so lovely, and she got killed by my best friend from Capital. So that was great. And then everyone had beef with Shikyo and Wobble. Very obviously, you know, why would you not have beef with them? There was some stuff that happened. Yeah, it was just a lot going towards them. And then eventually Wobble contacted Yuki and was like, oh, let's resolve this. This will be good. So they were at the hole. They were having their little conversation like, oh, you know, it doesn't need to be like this. Yes, it does. Oh, they disappeared.
Oof.
I wish you had an explosion sound effect. Do you have an explosion sound effect?
No.
It's okay, we can just make it. Yeah, they blew her up. I don't know why, just did. It was a lot of TNT, by the way. But she survives! Oh my god, she survives! Wow.
Yeah.
I like the... There you go. You left spoke in the microwave? Wobble did. Oh yeah, and then while this was happening, the adventuring team finally uncovered one of the old labs. They found out Capital made Hoglins in the early days. Freaky!
Wow.
But then, in also finding this lab, they found Ducky trying to report back to Capital and found out that he was a spy. Not good.
Spy.
Spy! So they kicked him out from the party.
Happily.
Yeah, it was a very big, kind of sad, like, confrontational thing. It was freaky. Oh yeah, this is my masterpiece. This is my magnum opus, y'all. This is my magnum opus. Okay. So, after the killing, Shiko's still trying to be like, I still want to be friends with you, okay? I don't get his mindset, but Shiko was spotted in the castle trying to meet Yuki. I think they met briefly, and then he kind of tried to leave. So, Dubes and Kai just started chasing after him to try and kill him.
As they should.
As they should, because they thought...
As they should.
They thought that maybe they could kill him, because at the time, Shiko was on a really bad laptop in a hotel on hotel Wi-Fi. But against all odds, Shiko, on this really bad laptop, somehow 2v1'd them and killed them and got away.
The goat.
Homie is the GOAT. Homie is the king of PvP for real. I can only imagine how the laptop was going, but that was crazy. I like this is also my magnum opus, by the way. I feel like this could be a Renaissance painting. I need someone to turn it into a Renaissance painting. I feel like that would be iconic. But, yeah.
Hey, poof.
Oh, poof? Renaissance
Poof?
painting?
Poof.
If Poof is here, the Poof.
Poofin.
Renaissance painting? Renaissance?
Please.
Please.
Sponsor us, please.
Yes! But,
Yay!
yeah, homie, king of PvP, it's a... PvP? Insane.
Peel.
But after that, it was kind of radio silent. For a little bit, nothing much really happened. Until, suddenly, Shikyo and Wobble tried to take over the castle.
No.
Not good. Not good.
Yeah.
It was like a 2v5 that time. And then that's the end of season 2. So sad.
Wait,
Very
there's
eventful.
so many ants in my room. They just keep appearing.
Oh my
Where
god,
did you
it's
come
like
from?
when I had that.
Go away.
And then we have season 3. I will show the trailer. But please note, this trailer specifically, literally, all of it, nothing happened. It's just a trailer. None of it happened, it all got scrapped.
It's cool,
It's cool.
but nothing happened.
That was a real goat. He just, I don't know how he did it. He just ate. He's insane. But yeah, I will play this. None of this got actually put in, so I keep getting okay.
Yeah.
But the basis of what season 3 was meant to be is that Wobble was meant to take over, and it was kind of meant to be, there was a character that we had called Violet, and she could kind of see different universes, and it was meant to be the parallel between different universes. So we had one where Wobble was in charge, and then I can't remember what the actual one was. It was basically just a whole parallel thing. It was very cool. It was going to eat, but we had some internal issues, so the script got completely changed and completely scrapped. So that ended, and that was gone. But we had some really cool ideas on that, and it was very sad that it didn't get used. But this is how season 3 started. We were gonna have a multiverse arc, yes, a multiverse arc, yes. But yeah, Shikyo revived Bin. Bin now alive, and they besties again, because obviously, you know, Shikyo, you're really not doing good.
Damn.
But those two were ready to, you know, take over, but then Shikyo killed Wobble, and then I was like, whoa, and then Bin came in, I was like, and then they were like, yeah, okay, we're taking your kingdom now, and put me in a cage. And then also enslaved the rest of the kingdom to turn the castle emo!
Emo.
Emo!
No.
So gorgeous before, and then they
Emo.
turned it emo!
Unbelievable.
It's unreal, it's unreal, it's unreal. I'm trying to work out what I should talk about next.
A lot of branches.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to finish the bit about Doobs and Kai. I'm sorry, Doobs. I didn't get to finish the bit about you and your mum. It's just Castle's emo phase? No, it was good before. Okay.
So pretty.
Key, I will let you talk about this bit. I'll just...
Yeah.
I'll keep it as like a big overview, and then you can go around.
Yeah. Okay, so I arrived to the kingdom through a random nether portal I found. And immediately upon entering, they took me into the throne room as like, hey, what are you doing here? You're not meant to be here, and then threw me in prison. And then after like a day or so, they took me out and interrogated me on why I was there, even though I told them I literally got lost looking for soul sand. And then they just let me loose. And I was pissed at them because they were being rude for no reason. And so I couldn't go back home because I didn't know how to get home because I was lost. So I made a secret base.
Whoa.
Whoa. The circling. And, you know, after a while of having the secret base and living there, Yuki had escaped. Whoa. And they found me and asked, hey, can you hide me, pretty please? And I was like, sure, okay. I let them in my secret base. Someone else went into my secret base that I did not allow.
Someone was not
And
allowed
they did not
in.
want waffle fries. Do not come to my house.
Don't come home.
Do not come to my house. And so yeah, he was like, hey, give Yuki back. And I'm like, nah. And then he attacked me. He chased me and he killed me. Rude. You want me to continue? Or like...
Hold up, Fedez is asking, was it a cave, by the way?
No.
Okay.
It was just... Okay.
Oh yeah, and then after Yuki got put back in the cage. In a cage. And then... Oh yeah, I'll do this bit and then you can continue about the rebellion.
Yeah.
Yuki got put back in her cage, and then Power Hungry Raccoon was like, oh, it's time to go experiment again. And then this happened. Kelly's eyes opened. Fuck, does that mean I was blind?
She could see.
I could see! I love this. And then while this was all going on, Shikyo was just having a double life crisis. In his mind, he was just two personas fighting each other, going crazy. I don't have pink eye! And they were just like going crazy, fighting each other. It was a whole inner mind thing. It was crazy. It was wild. But that was going on in the sidelines while Key was doing this. Go ahead, Key.
Teehee. So after Shikio killed me, I was like, you know what? This kingdom sucks. So I made a rebellion to try and, take the kingdom back. And my first thingy was oh wait, hold on. I should probably explain the people.
Oh yes, here we go.
Okay. So in the rebellion, we all had little code names based off of like mobs or animals. I was of course the leader. I was called the fox. Malachi was the phoenix. Doobs was the black cat because he's an emo and Kai was the stray. And anyways, so my first little thingy of the rebellion was the masquerade.
The
The
masquerade.
masquerade,
Yeah,
aka
been
well,
wanted
the
to
little
celebrate.
Operation Banners.
Been wanted to celebrate taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't here to defend himself. He don't need to. Should have talked about the banner operation first.
Yes. Okay, so hold on, can you look over the Operation Banners, the one with the little castle?
Yes, here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So. Oh. I have your little stream pulled up and it's like really delayed for me, so I don't know when you're.
I'm over it now.
Okay. So Operation Banners. So the thing was, we were gonna secretly get some items into the masquerade from the bartender. Like weapons, armor, just in case. And also potions, the banners, and scaffolding, obviously. Because they did inventory checks at the beginning, which was very rude. Like, stop checking my pockets. I can carry what I want to. Anyways,
You got it.
so yeah. The plan was during the masquerade, we were going to secretly like change all the banners into the rebellion banner. And after we finished that, we were going to set off a bunch of rebellion colored fireworks in the what do we call it? The ballroom?
Mhm.
Yeah, the ballroom. And after we did that, someone decided to do a little bit of arson.
Oh yes.
Mm.
I wonder who.
I wonder who.
So this little guy got ahead of himself.
Yeah. Claims he didn't do it.
Claims he didn't do it. Claims he didn't do it.
Claims he
Unbelievable.
didn't do it, even though there were several witnesses.
Claims he didn't do it though. Could have been
Yeah, it's been
anyone
a-
with a flint and steel. Could have been anyone. Wild.
You want to yap about the
Yeah,
bit with your
sure,
wife?
sure.
Yeah.
So, during the masquerade, Ben was like, "Oh, special guest, the person we took the kingdom from." Hold on, my cat's scratching my door.
Or
Maybe
must
she wants
see
to jump in the
door.
toilet again.
Anyway, Ben was like, "Oh yeah, we'll have a special guest. It'll be the girlie we robbed the kingdom from." Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
The ants' bodies are gone. Sorry,
Oh.
there's a pile of dead
Jesus.
ants. I stomped with my shoe and I looked back and like half of them are gone.
Oh,
Christ.
freaky.
Anyways, sorry.
Anyway,
Um,
yeah, Yuki was taken to the masquerade as like a special guest type thing, but she was kept on a very tight leash. So anytime she talked to anyone she wasn't meant to, they gave her a little bottle of poison to chug, and then she just kind of have to just be like, "I'm gonna go." Yeah, but there was the wife reunion of wives.
Life.
Gorgeous, amazing wife reunion. Accurate representation of how they were reunited. It was gorgeous, very happy, very very cool. My wife was finally alive and well again. I love my wife. But
Yeah.
do you want to continue, Key? Since this is your relevancy.
yeah. Sure. You want to do the Kai bit up until the?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
Dube's doing his little fire meant that the masquerade had to come to an end. I mean, someone doing his little fire decided means that the masquerade had to come to an end.
Someone.
And then that also meant that Kai and Dubes left the rebellion, but they made Dark Angels, their own little organization. Sorry, I'm suffering. Which is where they owned a bank. And they also
built the bank.
allied with the rebellion. Yeah, he did build the bank.
I built the
So
bank,
technically
I was
speaking,
paid.
who was it owned by?
Good questions.
But yeah, that happened. That happened. Anyway, Key, go on. I just looked at the image below. Go ahead, Key. Go ahead. I'll get to that in a bit.
Oh god, okay. Okay, so the next order of business for the rebellion was we had plans to, you know, blow up the throne room with the throne because it's basically a big FU to the Mr. Bin King. But sadly, he didn't make it the day that I was supposed to do that.
Yeah, it was off with me.
So we blew up Shikio instead, which was still good. Didn't die. Sad, but still.
So sad.
Blew him up.
Hate to see it.
Yeah, it was a very epic heist. Very epic. He said, "This is karma," and then evil white man got blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Evil white man. But do you want to give any more details about
Shikio
it?
still doesn't
Huh?
I just realized, canonically, Shikio doesn't know that was me.
Well, you're gonna have to tell him.
At some point. It's gonna be funny when I do that. Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that.
It's crazy
Amazing.
like that. But and then after that happened, Yuki and Bin came back. Kai and Dube started visiting Yuki in her cell and sneaking her out, you know, taking her for long walks. She was like, "Oh yeah, this is fun." She started collecting stuff, like resources and stuff. And then one day, she got really fed up and snapped and decided that she was going to beat up Shikyo in her cell and kill him.
Yeah.
This is
As she should.
a good visual representation of what happened. Just so you know.
Exact.
Hi,
Location.
Hold on, Fun's meowing at me. Oh, she's gonna go sleep. Okay, perfect. But yeah, she jumped him. And then she blew him up, and then ran for her life. Too scary. And then what she did is she got her kid and found a new home and just kind of lived there for ages. But, you know, with the explosion, fortunately Shikyo didn't die. Bin was mad about it, obviously, because, you know, Shikyo's a slapdog and, you know, you gotta do things right. But, yeah, you know, it's okay. And then, yeah, there's this stuff. I don't know when it was, Key, but Broom joined the rebellion. Broom did that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was at some point.
At some point.
I know it was after the explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Sav joined the rebellion during, like,
oh, I forgot about that.
before I blew up the throne room.
Sav also joined the rebellion.
I also forgot about that. Sav was the Enderman, and Broom was the Wither.
The Wither. But after Yuki escaped, the Nether. After Yuki escaped, she started coming back as Vert, as this states. She kept coming back. She didn't want her friends to get hurt, and she just wanted to make sure they were okay. So yep, she just was having fun there. And then Vert and Key became friends, and Key was thinking about inviting them to the rebellion, but they didn't. So them all being best friends, they just went off and did a load of sneaky shit, you know, as one does. Bin was being a bit antsy on them. Kai and Malachi got married. They got married.
Yeah.
Yippee! And then the server closed.
Sad.
We were gonna end it off
I
on
never
Key.
got over it.
Do you want to explain what we were gonna end off on, or kind of like end the
Oh.
season on?
The thingy that I made a poster for.
Yes.
I still have the poster. Hold on, let me find it.
Let he cook now.
He cooking, he cook.
He
It was
cook.
gonna be so cool. I'm still so sad it never happened. Okay, so basically, the lore bit was gonna be Sav was gonna go exploring the castle for some secret plans that Bin had mentioned at some point. Canonically, I don't remember what we talked about for that, but it was gonna be a trap. And Bin would trap Sav, aka the Enderman, and later reveal this poster talking about an unmasking festival where they would unmask the Enderman and then kill them. But there'd be a bunch of fun events though beforehand, like archery and jousting and market stalls and more.
More.
Yeah, and more.
More.
It's okay, Poof.
My favorite activity at a festival.
Yeah.
More.
Poof, it's okay. The frog podem version that this was gonna happen on was a lot more evil. The frog was red.
It was emo.
Yeah, the frog was emo and red, so it's like not the same frog podium. That's the happy one. That's the happy one.
Yeah. And like during the execution bit, right before they were about to kill Sav, I was gonna shoot the other guard Sock, who I don't think has Sock been mentioned in this?
I don't think they have. I really cannot remember much.
I don't know. Anyways, there's this other guard, Sock, who I was going to shoot and kill with a bow and arrow, and then the rest of the rebellion members would pop up and fight the other two while trying to get Sav out of there safely. And then I think we had it where Bin was going to kill me and then take my stuff and be like, "Hey, if you want your stuff back, you gotta get over here." and reveal yourself at.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was gonna happen, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how season 3 was meant to end, but we ended early because I got very burnt out and could not do it no longer.
Yeah.
But in saying that, we're back. We have chapter 2.
back.
We've returned.
My God.
Chapter 2 of
back.
Pandora. 3-year time skip. 3-year time skip.
3 year times.
Aiden Slade. Basically,
Over you.
to put it shortly, from where we ended, it continued for about a year, and then Capital came, raided the place, took the whole OG cast. Some of them were experimented on again, some of them were just experimented on, and then the rest of them were in prison. And that's also where they met with the new cast. Yippee! But do either of you want to explain this, or should I?
You'd probably be best for it.
Okay. Anyway, so Dubes, Kai, and Malachi were the 3 that weren't captured because Snowdonia was so far away from Wisteria, which is the castle that originally everyone kind of resided around. But they were the only 3 that didn't really get captured because they were, not in the area. So they were free, but they informed everyone that they got basically communicated with the people who were inside the prison and kind of like spread out everywhere else a location to meet at and find them at, because I think it was kind of an organized thing but also not at the same time. It was kind of up in the air, but they basically gave us a location to go to, and everyone escapes with the help of some scientists. Some visual representation here. Amazing. There's Fedez and Plu helping us escape. Here's me and Key escaping, climbing the fences. We're just really good
With
at
no
that.
one else, we definitely left everyone else behind.
Yeah, it was just us. Yep.
Just the sacrifice duo.
And then Dupes, Kai, and Malachi meet everyone at camp. So everyone slowly boats in, and they meet them there. Here's a good visual representation. Using Kai and our boats and the docks. Gorgeous. Then suddenly, strange crystals start appearing at spawn. Really weird, because they look kind of familiar to the ones that we had. Huh. Like, that's really
Very
weird. But like, they're not the same, right? That's so weird. Then a portal opens inside the crystal. Just his visual representation as well. Trying to make sure it doesn't get covered up by any of us, so I have to keep moving it. Amazing visual representation here from Sky. I love it. The Pandora's box. The nether.
Oh my god.
The nether.
The nether.
The nether.
Flint and steel.
Flint and steel. Flint and steel.
Flint
Flint and steel.
Oh no, I've activated the soundboard.
Flint and steel. Anyway.
and steel.
Save yourselves.
And then, turns out that the capital experiments, they were sleeper agents the whole time. Oh my god,
No.
So there's
no.
Yeah, so Yuki touched the portal and her thing was outside, and then Ki went in and Poof went in. They started trying to beat people up, and Ki started blowing stuff up. And
No proof?
Oh.
I didn't see it happen.
True, no proof. I don't remember. That wasn't me. I don't remember. Must have been my twin. I don't know.
Must have been Lock Forget.
Yep, for real. But
Yep.
it's a visual representation of the inhabitants being very confused by everything that's going on. Just seeing these random people coming in, blowing stuff up, exploding things, killing people. Just not the best.
Very scared, very confused.
Yeah, not the best thing to see from a portal opening again. Just a bit confusing. It is AJ.
Just a little bit.
AJ. AJ. AJ.
AJ.
AJ.
AJ.
AJ. AJ. AJ. AJ. AJ. AJ. AJ. AJ. It's you. It's you. It's you. But
It's AJ.
they were all very confused by that. So they decided to have a little camp meeting, little camp, to try and,
I love how you can't see each side. It's just a shaded red square.
Yep. I was saying they should have just done the eye, but I feel like it's also funny to just be the red. I was looking at it at first and I couldn't spot them. Wait, Key's... fuck, Key? Poof. Poof's been banished to the ad realm. We need to wait for them to see themselves.
Oh god.
Oh.
But, yeah, they all got together, had a big old kind of campfire meeting. They had one before, and it seems good for getting people to know each other. So they kind of had that to try and integrate them and kind of make them feel more comfortable, even though they were with the people that literally blew up some of their stuff and tried to kill them. But that's besides the point.
Happens.
That's besides the point. Poof, look, you're in there. You're on TV, Poof.
It's water under the bridge.
It's you.
Poof.
It's Poof.
It's Poof.
Poof. But they had their little meeting, and now you're all caught up.
Yippee.
There is some side stuff
Perfect.
going on. With quite a few people, so I can't really explain it, but there's stuff going on with experiments, there's stuff going on with a lot of stuff with Kai. Kai's everywhere. All the time.
Eyes everywhere.
All over the place.
Fun is moving around like crazy. But yeah, we're all caught up. This is it. We've done it.
Yippee.
We've done it.
We did.
We've caught up, yo. We've done it, yo.
This entire board looks so crazy.
It's so long. I like how the season 3 one just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Huge. But Kai is just cool like this sometimes, for real. Snowdonia. He's just got the aura of Snowdonia on there. But yeah. That's the recap. The best recap we can do, at least. Because there is a lot that happened throughout all the different seasons. Like way too much stuff that it's so hard to cover. Like you saw me picking up on things that I forgot to put down. But yeah, lots of stuff happened. So this is like the baseline of everything that happened that we can kind of like note that's
The main stuff.
the main stuff.
The
But
main stuff.
the main. But yeah, that's the vibes. We can probably do Q&A now. Q&A now. Yeah, I can speak.
In the queues.
In the queues.
I never knew that Kai was banished.
Yeah, he was completely banished. We built that wall and then he got banished.
Yeah, no, I never knew that bro got banished. Blech.
Damn.
Can't speak. I give up.
But freaky. But yeah, that happened. Do y'all want to do Q&A?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay,
touch
Q&A
anything?
time. Hold on, let me do like a little like speed run. I'll draw it really tiny because I want the brush to be big. Q
Oh, we got a
N
great first question.
A. There you go. Y'all can doodle around that. What was
Wait,
the
I have a
question?
great idea.
Question. Survives the Castle of the Masquerade. So that was this demon guy named Dupes. He's like a demon prince after he killed his dad. And he's the one who set fire to the masquerade. Yeah, that was him. Amazing question. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Any other questions? Q&A. Q&A. Oh, yes.
We can have a sofa for our cursors.
No, it doesn't need to be for our cursors. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, it can be for our cursors, but mine's just going to be a pen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Perfect.
This is perfect. Any questions? Any more questions?
Questions?
Any more questions? Hold on, I
Any
got this.
questions?
Legs.
Yeah, these are the legs. I got short little legs.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh.
There you go. Q&A time.
Q&A.
Q&A! You're gonna say, okay, thank you for joining, Fedez. Do you have any questions first? Do you have any questions for our Q&A?
Questions,
Ask a
please?
question.
Oh,
We
Asia
want
has
to
a
answer
question.
things.
I have a question. Why is Poof the way they are? You know, I don't know. Maybe you should ask that yourself.
Do we
But
need
wait.
to bring up a guest speaker to
Can I
answer that
torture
question?
in-law? I don't know about that one, Fedez. I don't know.
Oh.
Gulp.
You the urge to fix it. You don't need to. Gosh, so much going on in chat. They're going crazy with it. I'm just a normal guy with a normal life. But there's something about me that no one knows yet. Miraculous! Oh, you're turning into a glorp.
Oh my
Bleep
god.
glorp. Bleep glorp.
Blah.
Bleep glorp. Glorp. I mean, we could technically have... Oh, well, no, that's probably for another episode, though. I was going to say we can have guest speakers on to talk about their lore. But that's for another day, I think.
My god.
Oh my god! I just looked back. Jesus.
I'm an alien.
What happened?
It's being revealed right now.
No.
I'm an alien.
What the fuck? Oh, there's a question for you. Key,
Huh?
there's a question for you.
Oh. What is thine question?
AJ's question is, what if he blows someone up?
No you?
Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer, good answer. Good stuff, good stuff.
Would ever blow someone up?
Yeah, that's crazy. Who would ever do that?
Yeah. Crazy.
Crazy. Wild. I really want to get my cat to see if she'll meow, but I don't think she will. She's like half falling off of the thingy. Oh, AJ's telling someone to get on the server right now. I
Oh
wanted
no.
to do it.
Quick, Sky, while Yuki's gone, what should we doodle over her character?
I'm popping in.
I don't know how to draw that.
Shit.
I do. I know how.
Quick, act natural.
Question: what if I happen to make a statue of a crafting tables? It's, you know, rewrite history. Do it. We had the blessing crafting table made in season 1. It was just a big cube of crafting tables. It was blessed. It was holy. So go for it.
I like how on the stream, I have the chat open so I only see up to Sky's PNG tuber. I just see me on the left, tiny, Sky on the right, tiny, and you in the middle, big.
Big. Oh shit.
Big.
Big. Need a house tour of my own house. Are you on the server right now? Am I missing you on the server?
Rare Dubes encounter?
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad if you're on the server when I'm on there, so I can't give you a tour. That also definitely made sense when I said that.
Damn.
Yeah, fuck, why are you on the server, bruh?
What the
Sky, you can't say that.
My bad, my bad.
Damn, homie's the only one on as well. Just find like a good place that isn't like, you know, in the middle of the road at spawn. Gleep glorp. Gleep glorp, gleep glorp, gleep glorp. There we go, I'm pump it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drav logged in and
Love
threatened to stab me and then I lost connection. Oh god. What's happening?
Stabbed his connection.
Freaky.
God.
You do have a pub to build. You do indeed. Pub build time. Do you like the house decorations, by the way, Dupes? Doth he like them? Doth he like the vibes?
Oh, I like it.
Doth thou liketh it? It's because the stream's so good.
I drew a weird looking cat.
Oh my god. Cute.
Just want to tour my own house, man. Based. Yeah, half of the main rooms that I've done are like all the way upstairs. All the way up the stairs. Jeez. Do you like our drawings, Poof? Sky is a Gilip Globe alien. I am Pom Pomperin. Key is Key, and there's a cat.
And I drew a little
And yeah, and a saucer.
UFO.
UFO.
Yeah.
Key's about to get kidnapped.
What?
Oh no.
By the saucer. By the saucer.
Oh.
The saucer. By
Oh, I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what?
No, no, no. Don't worry, don't worry. By the flash, hotter. I also forgot how much I make my character blink.
Rapid blinking.
Well, now I look at it and it just looks like I'm not blinking at all. Hey, pick up me speaking. What the hell? What the curse? I don't like me. Oh, lifer. Good vibes though.
Sunday.
If we are done with Q&A though, we can probably stop here. We've done our recaps. We've recapped our
Believe so.
lore. I can show off the highlights. Highlights are the Pandora's box. This because these two I genuinely like started creasing really bad. Just this was really good. And this, the Fortnite, absolutely epic.
Love it.
Obviously, my magnum opus. My glorious magnum opus. And this too. I also really like me and my wife. Oh, and our reunion. Sorry, I gotta talk about our reunion. Our reunion's just gorgeous. Love my wife. Gorgeous wife. Also these from Key, Jesus Christ. He cooks
It's
on the fly, drawing that shit up. Insane. Also this, eat, slay. I could make this look so
Thank you.
so evil man got emotion now.
no.
What else have we got? Oh yeah, I forgot I put one of the memes in here. Another one.
Oh yeah.
I've just been putting some of the memes we've had throughout the days and these. It's just everything is a highlight. It eats. The OG memes too.
So good.
For
The
real.
OGs.
There were so many of the memes.
Mm-hmm. We have a I have a Pandora folder and a lot of them are just the memes that we've made throughout the time of being on the SMP, and a lot of them are oh hey. I'd say at least about like 11 or 12 of them are oh hey. It's great. It is a very big part of Pandora, just the oh hey.
We need to make more of them.
True, we should.
Like maybe we can make the "You're getting kicked."
You're
and so
getting
on.
kicked!
Yes.
Yes, we
You're
should.
getting
Getting
kicked.
kicked.
But yeah, I might have to post some of these on Twitter.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably do that after this. Good vibes there. Very, very good.
Yummy.
Go back to our... I'll just zoom in on the couch and that can be our end. Where's the couch? The couch is so tiny! I'll try and get it, like... so I don't get the Q&A in there. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. You did! It wasn't really an explanation. It was more of just a, like... I can explain it again. So, basically... Yuki escaped from being kidnapped. went to go find her bodyguard, found her bodyguard. She rolled up, and then he was just like, "Oh hey," and then that's basically what happened. And then he did also try and leave her in the basement sarcastically, which is also a really bad thing to do. He's just a weird guy, you know? He's just a weird guy. Freaky ass guy. But yeah. That's the oh hey. He hasn't got a good track record. He really hasn't. Just a really, like, weird ass character. But yeah. Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining. We really appreciate it. It was very vibes. Doing a recap, thinking about old times. Good stuff.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. Has anyone else got anything to say? Key?
Thank you all for watching.
What she said.
Away! Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. We will see you another time. Bye.
Bye.
I'm also gonna raid
Bye.
Kokiri, but bye.
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 But they can still hear us while we raid Kokiri.
Oh.
Yap Central. Keep yapping. Keep their brains occupied while
Ah.
I send them to Kokiri.
So, how about that white guy, Shikio?
Yeah.
Flint and steel.
Flint and
You gotta
steel.
do
Flint
both
and
systems.
steel. Flint and steel.
You gotta like jingle keys in front of them.
Flint and steel. Flint and steel.
Flint and steel.
Flint and steel.
Flint and steel. Oh, I don't think
Flint
Fan
and
liked
steel.
that.
Oh, oh no.
Flint and steel. Flint and steel. Okay.
Chicken
Kokiri is doing lore on Hero SMP, so say hi. They may not reach out because they are doing lore, but I really appreciate them if you give them a follow. I really appreciate it. Bye guys, thank you so much.
Do it.
Bye.